naming alkyl halides is rather simple because we take the rules of naming alkanes and we just add an additional substituent. So let's take a look at it together here. First, we have a methyl alkyl halide. We have a primary. A primary alkyl halide means that we're connected to one additional carbon atom here. A secondary means that we're connected to 2 carbon atoms. And then a tertiary is connected to 3 carbon atoms. Now, the nomenclature is simple. We find the longest carbon chain and we name it as an alkane. We add the name of the halogen substituent in front of the alkane. So it's fluoro, chloro, bromo, or iodo. That is the only new part. Then we use a number and a dash to put it in the right place, and we combine them together and di, tri, tetra, etc. when necessary. Well, let's do an example here. So let's name this guy. So let's go through the rules here together. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to find the longest carbon chain. So this is not too hard. Doesn't require too much inspection, but that's your longest carbon chain. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means that the parent for this will be a pent, right? And then the suffix is ane. So we know, half of it to start with. Now the question is, where do we number from? So we could number this 2 ways. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now with that numbering, it would give us a 2 and another 2 and a 4. Now if we numbered it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that numbering would give us a 2, 4, 4. So maybe you knew this without having to go through this, but here we have a tie, but here's where our tiebreaker is, right? So 2 beats 4. That's the numbering that we want to use here, okay? So now that we've established that, let's figure out what we have. We have a 2 bromo, and then there's another 2 there, another 2 bromo, and then a 4 methyl. So this is all the parts that we have. Now we simply need to put this together. Now the 2 and the 2 combine to be a 2, 2 dibromo. Right, now for alphabetizing, we use the B, right, because it's not part of a parentheses, and we use the M. So then putting all of that together, let's see, we have a 2 then, a 2, and then a dibromo, 4 methyl, and then pentane. And that is your name. So fairly straightforward. The only additional thing again that we have in there is that you have these halogens that we need to know, right? Bromo, fluoro, iodo, and chloro. Now, the other thing is that there are a couple common names of alkyl halides that you guys need to know. Methylene chloride, this is a common, it used to be a common solvent that was used in organic chem labs. It's kind of been phased out over the years. Chloroform, CHCl3, is something that's used to preserve tissue and anatomy classes, for example. And carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. So those are the 3 that kind of come up that you see quite often. And it's really probably methylene chloride that comes up most frequently, and you see it in lab topics when you learn processes like extractions.